Hi everyone, today I'll be taking you through some intro level mat-based Pilates exercises that you can do at home, and all you need today is your mat. So to start off, we're just going to get the legs warmed up. I'm just going to be doing some nice calf raises. So you want your feet hip width apart, you're just going up and down onto the toes. If your balance is a bit off, you can do this right next to a chair, otherwise up and down just as I am now. 15. Good. Feet a little bit further apart now. You want your toes just pointing outwards in that direction. And from here, we're just coming down to some squats. I'm going to go for 20. Next, what we're going to do in this position, we'll come down into a squat. We're going to stay low, and we're just going to go up on one heel and then alternate to the next. And we'll do 10 of these, and then we'll come up tall. Coming up now, having a bit of a break. And this time, coming down into a squat, staying low, up on both for 10. If this is too hard and you feel like your balance is off, just stay to that one level where you're doing 1 foot at a time. And back up, feet together, walking it out, and we'll repeat again. So up into the toes, 1, we'll do it on the side so you can see. 2. Good, feet apart, and we're coming down to our squats. Staying low this time, 1 foot at a time. Going for 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back up, pause for a moment. This time we're going for both calf raises at the same time. Coming down to your squat, hold it here, up on both for 10. 9, 10. Coming back up, feet together, shake out the legs, bit of a calf burn, a little bit of a stretch if you want. Other side. Lovely, so we're going to come down onto the mat now. And we're going to start just lying on our backs. from here we're going to start with some nice gentle core work. Start with the scissors-based exercise. One foot into tabletop. Through this exercise, what you want to focus on is that your lower back doesn't change in position. So you just want to make sure that that arch in your lower back doesn't increase as you move your legs or your arms out in any position. You're just coming out and in and back down. So this position here where the hip and the knees at 90 degrees, we call that tabletop. So we're starting in single leg, so one leg tabletop and coming back. Nice and gentle, breathe out, let them come down and back in. Let's go for another 10. So this level we're going to have both feet in tabletop, so double tabletop, hands by side for extra support. With this one we really do want to focus on that lower back position, so as we move our leg, one leg out, you really want to make sure that that lower back isn't increasing in its arch. And we're going to go for 15 of these. Feel like that's too much and you are losing that lower back position, just don't go down as far. So you just go sort of to this position. If you want more of a progression, you're going to go further out. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees to chest, just have a bit of a break. Now I'm going to show you another progression of that exercise, but if you feel like that was challenging enough, stick to the one we just did. So for our next progression, both feet will go up into double leg tabletop, and we're going to have head up, hands up in this position. And from here, same exercise, we'll go for 15. 2, make sure you keep your chin tucked down. You don't want to strain your neck by looking up at the ceiling, so you should be really looking down at your hips. Another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees to chest. Rocking for a moment, or if you want, we can just do a little bit side to side. Lovely. So we might go to our bridge progressions now. So this exercise is a really nice one for glutes, hammies and lower back as well. If you do have any back issues, just take care of this one. Don't go too high, so you don't want to overarch that bridge position. You just might be comfortable going sort of to that height. And stick to your double leg versions. If you do have any back niggles, I will show some single leg progressions though today. So to start, hands by side, feet hip width apart, and we're just going to bridging up and bridge down. We're going to aim for 15 like this. So push through your heels. The closer your heels are to your bottom, the more glute activation you'll get. The further your heels away, the more hamstring activation you'll get. But we're looking at this exercise mainly for glutes. So if you can, bend those knees and bring the heel as close as you can to your bottom. That's ideal. 1. Good. Just rock your legs side to side, give the back a bit of a break. And as a progression, you can opt to go for a single leg version. So you'll have one leg in tabletop, which is this position with the hip and the knees at 90 degrees. Maintain that position. You might want to just shuffle your foot around on the leg that's on the ground. And from here, again, really pushing through that heel. You probably won't get as much height, and that's fine because you don't want to jam your back up. But we're going to go for 12 on each side. Two more. 1 and 2. Lovely. Swapping sides. Other leg up in tabletop. Shuffle that foot around so it feels like it's in the optimum position. And push through that heel as we raise up for 12. 1. So with this one you want to make sure that your hips are staying quite level. You don't want to see a drop. So we're trying to just keep that stability through the hips while pushing off the one leg. Again. So back to double leg, off we go, 15 double, 12 single. Good, having a break, and we'll progress to single. So again, 12 each leg. Starting with the right foot down, left leg in tabletop, off we go. 1, 2, swapping sides. And off we go. Good job. Let's just rock back and forth, give that back a break. Before we come onto our side and start some more glute work, but more for glute med, so your hip external rotators and abductors. I'm just going to start with some really nice leg raises. So in this position you can bend your bottom knee and your top leg stays straight. Support your head either with a pillow or on your arm. And from here we're just tucking the bottom under, so that's really important. You want to tuck your tailbone under, and another key with this one is that you're not lifting too high. Because if you lift too high, you'll start to use your back, and that's not what this exercise is for. It's really for those hip external rotators and abductors. So just coming up, I'm going to go for 12 here. Through this part of your hip rather than the front. If you're feeling it a lot through the front here, just try and really tuck that tailbone under. See if that changes what you feel. Good job. Give the leg a bit of a break. And we'll go for the other side. The purpose of this video, I'm going to switch this way. You can swap to face the other side if you want. And again, we'll go for 12. Good. Coming back to the other side. As a progression, we're going to go for our 12, and then we're going to do 10 seconds of circles or pulsing to really get that burn. Starting to feel it now through here. Alright, for here we're going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Coming down, having a stretch. And moving to the outside. Coming up. And 12, pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Lovely. Okay, coming up into sitting now. Finish with a little bit of mobility work. So if you can sit with your knees cross-legged, great. If you're not as comfortable in this position, you can sit with your feet like this, but it is ideal if you can have them cross-legged. And from here we're just going to go for some spinal twists. It's a really nice mobility work for the mid back and the lower back. So we're going to get you use your hands to help you here. So you're going to reach across and spin around with your neck, trying to look as far behind you as you can comfortably, so don't push into an uncomfortable range. In this position, take a big breath in. As you breathe out, try and get a little bit of extra range. Coming to the other side. Same thing, looking across behind you, just to that first point of resistance. Breath in, breath out, try and get a bit of extra range. I'm just going to repeat that for another 4 times. From here we're going to move into Z-sit, which is where you have your front foot close to your knee and the shin on my right side is quite straight. And if you struggle with your hips, you can put a towel under your bottom just to raise you up a little bit. But from here we're going to go into a nice mermaid thoracic stretch to finish. So coming right over, using the breath here, breathing in, breathing out, a little bit of extra range. And coming to the other side, and you'll notice this side will be a little bit stiffer. That's normal. We're just trying to get some nice thoracic mobility. We'll go for about 6 of these and then we'll swap to the other side. The breath's quite important with this one. Seeing as we're stretching out the mid-back, the thoracic, that's where the ribs exist, and so with that breath in, you get a nice extra bit of a stretch as that rib cage expands. One more here. One more. Feet together and just a nice little stretch forwards. Breathing in and out. And we're done. So good job today, guys. Hope everyone's going well, and make sure you try and take 20 to 25 minutes out of your week just to perform a little mat Pilates session, and you'll notice the benefits after a few weeks.